Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on WCHB 1200 and 99.9 FM with co-host Longhorn. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. And now, here's your host that never gets it right but is never wrong, Will Sims.
Just curious, because you brought up the hating the smart kid, right? The dumb kids hate the smart kid.
Yes.
And did you see the Mike Freeman story about Russell Wilson?
I heard that. I heard about it.
And for those people listening, Mike Freeman wrote a piece about Russell Wilson where he quoted unnamed players saying he wasn't black enough, that he was too much of a company guy and that sort of thing. Now, Mike disagreed with the statement, but some of the players said that. Is that the same case where, why would you hate Russell Wilson?
Well, unfortunately, as I tell my white friends, we as black people, we're never going to be successful, not because of you white people, because of other black people. When you're black, you have to deal with so much crap in your life from other black people. It's a dirty, dark secret. I'm glad it's coming out. It comes out every few years. I wrote a big chapter in my book about it, to be honest with you. I said, when young black kids, when they do well in school, the loser kids tell them, oh, you're acting white. The kids who speak intelligently,
right?
They tell them you're acting white. So it's a dirty, dark secret in the black community. One of the reasons we're never going to be successful as a whole because of other black people. And for some reason, we are brainwashed.
All right, welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with DC and the Longhorn.
And here.
You there, Longhorn?
That's right. Game time, prime time.
All right, people, you heard him. That was Charles Barkley saying that, unfortunately, those black people that are successful are labeled, they're not black enough. Call in 313-568-1200. I want to get your opinion on that. It's November the 1st, 2014. Got a lot of things I want to put in the mixture. We got the Lions, who are off this week, play Miami next week.
Yep.
All right. I want to, of course, have jumped off the other day to AD. He's gone at Michigan.
See y'all.
Adios, amigo.
NBA season just opened up the other day. Pistons 0-2. Play Brooklyn's in town tonight. If y'all want to head up to the Palace and check it out, they up there represent tonight, 7:30. Maybe they can get their first win of the season. Also, I want to go ahead, Longhorn.
Oh, yeah. So they Pistons going to get their first win. You can go ahead with that. I can talk about that later. Go ahead, brother.
No, we wasn't going to talk about it. I just said if you want to go up to the game. What's there to talk about at 0-2?
I mean, the season just started.
Exactly.
You know what?
It's a long season.
I knew DC was going to say this.
It's a long season. Started. Yeah, it's a long season.
Let's go to line one, see what the caller has to say on line one. Caller, you there? What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Matilda, and I'm calling from Northwest Detroit.
Hey, hello, Matilda. Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. What can we do for you?
Now, what I wanted to say about the comment that Charles Barkley made, I'm a sports fan. I have two grown sons who played football, basketball, and all of that. So I've watched Charles Barkley. He talks like that. He's married to a white woman.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So he has no appreciation of women or men in his race. He doesn't know his history. You can tell the way he comments on TV when he's at the table.
But Matilda, let me ask you something. Do you think that comment is true? I mean, we know it's out here. People do say that.
That is not true. The only people who say that are people who are not interested in education.
Amen.
I agree.
And so I have 3 grown adults, grandchildren, and it's amazing. My son, I have one son and a daughter-in-law who's over Detroit Edison Public School Academy, and that's a fantastic school. They work hard, and they said in order to get where you want to go, you got to study and work hard because they were brought up that way. Now, whoever brought up Charles Barkley, they didn't do a good job.
Well, see what he was the comment he was referring to, Matilda, was that the black quarterback Russell Wilson, who played for Seattle, his black teammates said that about him. That's what he was really piggyback on that comment of his black teammates telling Russell Wilson that he's not black enough because he went to college, because he married a white female, because he can speak properly. That's basically what he was piggybacking on.
And when someone said you're not black enough, they should define what they mean. Should you be darker? He is light. That's an ignorant statement too.
I agree with you. I agree. I don't understand what black enough.
They say President Obama. They say he's not black enough.
They said the president is not black enough because he's not running around kicking butt.
They said that about Dennis Archer when he was mayor.
Yeah, that's true.
in
They
Detroit.
did say that too. So I mean,
the people who said are people who did not further their education.
I would say. Go ahead, Lauren.
I'm with you. I'm saying, what is the standards for black enough? I have yet to see a list that says, okay, you do this, you're black enough. Just like when you have kids in school trying to speak proper English, trying to do their homework, trying to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve, and you have students hollering, you think you white, like you said, you're not black enough. What is the list? Where is that list?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. There's no list that say what black enough is or what white enough is.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. It's a stupid statement. Whoever said
Charles Barkley, I think, needs to go back to somebody's school.
Charles Barkley. He shouldn't.
Yeah, he's out there.
I wouldn't condone him to be the spokesperson for black people because he's not that well spoken either. So.
And the last comment is he's a disgrace to the race.
Okay.
Well, all right.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Thanks for listening. There it is. Y'all heard it straight from Matilda. He's ignorant. He's stupid.
I wouldn't condone Charles Barkley as a spokesman for black people because he can barely speak himself. So for him to say that, yeah, he was out of line.
That statement you just made. Spokesman for black people. Why do we have spoke? I don't like people speaking for me.
I know, but
I speak for myself.
For him,
don't speak for me. No, he can't speak.
You are. He can't speak for nobody but himself. But he can't speak for himself either because his education is not that good either, and he can't even speak that good either. So he need, like the lady, like Miss Matilda said, he need to go back to school.
Maybe he has some unresolved issues about his blackness. Maybe that's what it is.
I guess, but check this out. I also want to put this in the mix. We got the Red Wings stadium coming up here soon. They about to start working on that
next year.
They saying 51% of the people that lives in Detroit is gonna have to get the jobs, and I want the people opinion here in Detroit about this comment that was really brought up to me, that the people that really lives outside of Detroit, they just really buy a raggedy house in Detroit, don't live there, so they get the job, so they can beat the system.
Yeah.
And when they talking about the people of Detroit going to get the good jobs, what are the good jobs?
Where's that list?
I said, what is a good job? I guess they say a job is a job. So
let's go to line one and see what they got to say. Call you live on the air. What can we do for you? Name and where you're calling from.
I'm Daniel calling from Detroit.
What's going on, Daniel? Thank you for calling.
With the Charles Barkley thing, he can't, the best he could do for us as black people is to teach us how not to gamble. He's good at that.
I agree.
Hey, wait a minute. He ain't that good at that either.
No, he not
that good. He done lost millions on top of millions.
Right.
So what do you think about that? His statement.
Well, as listeners trying to talk for black people, it's just ridiculous. I don't.
Daniel, your phone breaking up.
Daniel, your phone breaking up. Can you say that again?
Yeah.
All right, Daniel,
you got to call back. Yeah, you got to call back.
Your phone was breaking up. Let's go to line 2. Let's see what the call on line 2 has to say. Name and where you're calling from.
Motor City.
Motor City. All right. What's going on? What can we do for you here at Detroit Sports Jersey?
Hey, you speak about Charles Barkley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sir Charles.
Sir Charles.
He don't even worth discussing. I mean, that guy's been ignorant for a long time, and I don't know why people try to entertain what he said and use it as what he said and legitimate and so forth. I mean, you know, when those other guy with forecast was talking about the way he speaks, he can't say terrible.
Oh yeah, I know.
His vocabulary, but it kind of carry. So I hope y'all don't use no long discussion about that character. Now listen, fellas, I want to know, are you all educating these young people about getting out to vote and so forth? I mean, this is crucial time for the people in Detroit. And if you think that they're not going to get no job now, you must try to let Rick Snyder get back in there and so forth.
Yes, I want people to go out there and vote next Tuesday. There you go. And they can actually...
They also can go vote Monday. You don't have to wait till next Tuesday. They can go vote Monday on the boulevard and down there Coleman Municipal Building and so forth.
Actually, I saw an article in the paper. Actually, they open today from 9 to 5 on the boulevard.
That's right. Thank you. That's exactly right.
So, yeah,
so
people
I
need to get...
I wish you all would speak more about it because this is crucial time for people that they're voting. I don't know what they're waiting on and so forth. And it's 9 years of time, and the president is in the city that day and so forth.
That's what it is. It's not the president election.
And matter of fact, Barack Obama's going to be in town today at Wayne State, matter of fact.
That's right, yeah.
So people do need to get out and vote. This call is absolutely right. You need to get out and vote.
If you over the age, if you 18 and over and you got the right to vote, go vote. It's very important.
You know what gives me with people who don't vote, always talking a lot of mess about what's not right in the system. But as soon as you ask them, did you vote?
They say no.
I didn't vote.
I did not.
So
some of them just sit around and wallow around all day from place to place, and when they can get out and vote, and that will really give them some kind of finesse about themselves and what they respect about themselves and so forth.
I agree,
Carla. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank y'all for taking my call.
Okay, you have a good one. Let me say congratulations to the San Francisco Giants winning the World Series 3 out of the last 5 years. Tigers are 10-1 odds to win it next year. So we'll see what happens.
Not the next year's statement.
All right, check this out. We come back. I want to get off and some of this Lions talk. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I want people to know if you have a high school senior out there, listen to this commercial. There's a $300 cash scholarship given away by Detroit Sports Jersey.
Listen up, parents and all high school seniors. Detroit Sports Jersey is giving away a $300 scholarship. And all you have to do is write an essay explaining why you should win. Send your 1,000-word essay to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Essays will be accepted from October 1st, 2014 through April 1st, 2015. Apply for the Detroit Sports Jersey Scholarship today. Winners will be announced Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Good luck, high school seniors.
Boom, we back. Check it out. Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with DC and the Longhorn. All right, fellas. This time last year, Lions were sitting 6-2. They sitting 6-2 again. Talk to me. Where do you see them going?
All the way.
8 games left. Come on. What do you see them with the 8 games, DC? Finishing what?
6-10.
So they 6-10.
I hope you don't mean they're going to lose the rest of the game.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm putting it out there.
That's out of order.
I take that back. I'm sorry. They're going to be 7-9.
Okay. What about you, Longhorn?
7-9, maybe.
You know what? I think the Lions are going to roar back, and I'm going to give them. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going 11-5.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to tell you what's out there on that limb while you standing out there on that limb.
I was going to say, who do you see them beating the rest of that game?
1997, the Lions' second half actually kind of sucks. They 31-97. So the second half of the season ain't been too friendly with the Detroit Lions. Maybe they can turn that. They can change that around. You know, maybe they got a different attitude, mindset going on with the new coach. So who knows? You know, I see him.
That was history.
Huh?
That was history.
Well, every loss and win goes in the history book, sir. I'm sorry. I don't write the book.
Right.
Now, I see them. They got to play at New England. They got to finish out at Green Bay.
That's a loss.
That's my 2 losses. Now, my shaky one is Miami, because you never know what you're going to get from Miami. They bipolar, so you never know what you're going to get from them, who they playing. Arizona playing good. They got to go out to Arizona.
I think that's a loss. That's going to be a loss. Because they never won in Arizona, so that's a loss.
Yeah, they go out there Arizona after they play Miami here.
Yeah.
Then they go to New England after Arizona.
So these next 3 games is very important. If you don't win these next 3 games, if you don't win at least 1 out of the 3, your season's done.
I think they're going to win the next 3 games. They're going to go up 9-2.
Okay.
That's going to catapult them all the way to the playoffs.
Hey, Longhorn, you know they got to go to New England and go to Arizona.
You know what?
And Green Bay.
And Green Bay.
The energy in Detroit is so pumped up now. So I think they're going to go 11-5. Mark my words.
That's the same thing that happened last year.
So do you see them going deep into the playoff, Longhorn?
I see him winning 2 games into the playoffs, and then that's going to be a wrap. Matter of fact, I'm going to tweet that out. Lions 11-5. If you agree with me, retweet.
Man, they got to get there first.
They getting there.
They ain't got there. This the half market. They got to get there first. Like I said, these next 3 games are very important. If you beat Miami, okay, that's cool. But you got to go to New England, and you got to go to Arizona. Tom Brady not losing at home.
Speaking of Tom Brady,
when you go down the Eastern Market for the tailgate, tell them that the Longhorn said prime time, game time, 11-5.
Okay.
Speaking of Tom Brady, let me give you some fuzzy numbers on him when they thought Tom Brady was finished and washed up.
Yeah, that was earlier this season.
They wanted to trade. Let me tell you what Tom Brady has done in the month of October alone.
Hey, that's my fantasy football quarterback.
Okay, well you might as well keep him.
You're right.
This is the month. This is the month of October alone. He's 100 for 144, 1,268 yards, 14 TDs, and no interception. And they're 4-0 and all of that. Yeah. And they say Tom Brady's washed up.
No,
numbers don't lie.
No.
Sometimes that's all it takes for some naysayers, or as you say, dream killers. To come out of the woodwork and say that you watched them, and it's the numbers speak for itself. So go ahead, Tom Brady, my fantasy football quarterback.
All right, we got Michigan and Indiana playing today. It's Michigan homecoming.
I'm gonna go with
Michigan.
They just got rid of their AD.
This might be this. They got rid of the AD.
Gone.
You know,
he's gone.
I mean, they got rid of the AD. This is gonna be the it game. This is gonna be the it game for them.
This was just to fill the seats.
Yeah.
What happened on that Michigan State and Michigan game that you and John said Michigan was going to do something? That's what I like to know. Was that 35-11?
Michigan should have stayed in Ann Arbor.
Got spanked.
Michigan should have stayed in Ann Arbor.
I don't understand how you picked them.
I mean, had to go against.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I had to go against the grain. I had to pick my team.
That ain't even no rivalry no more. That's became
I know it's not a rivalry no more.
I don't know why they keep calling that a rivalry.
Yeah. It ain't no more.
I think it's a scrimmage game. What about the playoffs? Who you think we still gonna be up there?
Glad you brought that up.
Because the 3 of the 4 gonna play each other, and that's gonna swap them out. So
glad you brought that up, because I still think they keep trying to hose Michigan State. Man,
they gonna get in.
It's gonna be some things. There's gonna be some shakeups today.
You got Ole Miss.
You got Ole Miss and Auburn playing today at 7:00.
Them two, one of them is out, and then
you got Arkansas and Mississippi State playing today 7:15.
One of them, Arkansas gonna lose that one.
So Oregon plays Stanford tonight. Next week,
I think Oregon gonna get that one.
You got TCU and West Virginia playing today. Also next week you got LSU and Alabama playing.
And then Michigan State. They play Ohio State next week too.
Next week. So they play Ohio State. So that's gonna change. People were mad when it first came out, when the listings first. I get mad when things gonna change. Yeah. It's a lot of football left.
Exactly, a whole lot. And then you got conference championships too.
Exactly.
So it ain't even. Tuesday wasn't even the guaranteed teams that's going to make the playoffs. They just assumed them teams were going to make the playoffs.
What do you guys think about old Jennings on the Pistons? Now he's playing the backup role. What do you think about that? Because he wants to come out there and start, but old Van Gundy,
he's not a point guard.
He's lost confidence in the brother.
You know what? I watched them when they played Denver and Minnesota.
Right.
I seen nothing different from last year. Nothing. Nothing.
I saw the Denver game. I didn't see the Minnesota game.
You know what I saw different? A different coach standing on the sidelines. That was it. I saw Will Bynum gone. I saw Stuckey gone, and I saw Charlie V gone. That's it.
It's like I said, it's the beginning of the season. You got to wait till January, February.
DC.
How many games you got them winning?
I'm going to say they probably going to make the 7th for 8 seed in the playoffs.
Okay, DCU high.
I'm going to say 7. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 7th for 8 seed in the playoffs.
Nah.
Like I said, it's early. I mean, the season just started. I'm gonna say that now. I'm gonna say 7 for 8 seed in the playoffs.
You hear that, Detroit fans? You hear that live? You hear that live?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go like that.
I got some more
8
fuzzy
seed.
numbers for you.
What you got?
He got the fuzzy numbers.
The NBA GMs pick San Antonio to repeat and expect LeBron to win the MVP. And I'm gonna tell you something about.
Okay, go ahead, Will.
I'm gonna tell you something about. People think LeBron got a better team in Cleveland than he did when in Miami in his first year. They crazy, and they didn't win it his first year in Miami.
Not only that, did you see the game?
I watched a little.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
They hyped that up. They had a band. They had musical performances and a big old banner.
He was coming back home, so they had to make him a good home appearance.
You know what that
home
made,
welcome.
DC?
What?
That made dollars, which made sense.
That's all
that made. That's all that made for Cleveland. That's made dollars. And LeBron's stock price just went on up because he owns a percentage of Cleveland, right? Of the team.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Where'd you get that information from, Longhorn? Stop watching TMZ. What we gonna do? We're gonna take another quick commercial break while Longhorn back up them facts because I ain't seen nothing.
I ain't never seen or heard about
nothing like that. You got to stop spreading them rumors, Longhorn, for real.
When we come back from the break, I'll let you know.
All right, listen up, people. If you want that $300 for a high school senior.
Listen up, parents and all high school seniors. Detroit Sports Jersey is giving away a $300 scholarship. And all you have to do is write an essay explaining why you should win. Send your 1,000-word essay to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Essays will be accepted from October 1st, 2014 through April 1st, 2015. Apply for the Detroit Sports Jersey Scholarship today. Winners will be announced Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Good luck, high school seniors.
Boom. Check it out. We back. Welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with DC and the Longhorn.
Check this out.
Yep.
Hey, check this out, fellas. Now, the Lions, odds done went up. They, what are they, 10-1 to win the Super Bowl now.
The Lions, 10-1.
10-1? 10-1? DC, that ain't going to change your mind?
No.
How are your Baltimore Ravens doing? Matter about?
I mean, they good. They top of their division tie with the Steelers. We play them. We play Steelers Sunday, so that's gonna be Sunday night football. So that's gonna be a good one. Top of the division.
All right.
And
so they going to the Super Bowl?
I mean, we got two. I mean, it'd be nice to have a third one. So I ain't like the Lions fans. I ain't gonna say we going to the Super Bowl already. I gotta let each game play out. So.
Hey, I want to know what you said about the Lions defense when you said they'll prove something when they beat ATL. Did they prove it to you, DC?
No.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Will, didn't he just?
Because Atlanta, to me, Atlanta is not a good team, and to me, if that was a good team, Atlanta would have not had them come back.
Well, that's the second week in a row that Detroit done came back and won.
Atlanta's not a good team. I'm gonna just put that out there. Atlanta's not a good team. A good team would have not had them came back in the second half. If a team has you down 21-0 at halftime, they not gonna take the foot off your neck.
They got to beat Brady and who else to make you a believer?
Brady and A-Rod again.
Why they got to be again? They done beat him earlier.
That was early in the year. You got to go to Green Bay.
People always got to put stipulations.
Yeah, you got to go to Green. They have never. I don't think they have ever won in Green Bay. So you got to beat Tom Brady in Foxborough, which is not going to happen. And then you got to go to Green Bay to beat A-Rod. It's not going to happen.
You know what's going to happen next, Will? First, they got to win the first game in the playoffs. Then I'll be a believer. DC going to keep moving the line, drawing the line.
You have to. To me, you have to win the division and win the playoff game because last year Green Bay and Chicago handed them the division and they didn't want it.
Let me switch up subjects here real fast. Go back to I know baseball's over with. What's wrong? I mean, the Tigers is the windows closing on them boys, or is it done closed?
I don't think it's closed. They just gotta get some more people in the bullpen.
They're gonna have 5 players making $100 million Just 5 players making $100 million next year.
They got a good team, bro. Like I said, they got to have a bullpen. If you got a bullpen,
it was number 4 this year with $163 million. The windows, I think, man, the players are getting older. Injury gonna start coming into play. And the reason I bring this up, right, is because they tried to blame Prince Fielder and Leland for not winning it last year. What was your excuse this year? Take it away, DC.
Your bullpen. Your bullpen. You had no bullpen. You had 3 Cy Young winners. They could hold a game down, but your bullpen wasn't stepping up. That was the problem. If your bullpen can't close the game out, you're not gonna win the game.
Still make
no strikeouts. They struck out of the league. That's just what I'm trying to say.
Unless they dress the bullpen.
Yeah, the bullpen.
What about? So they don't need a bullpen, but they paying hundreds of millions of dollars for 5 players, but they can't go out and get a pitcher.
No, I mean they got David Price, but he's a starter. But your bullpen is not cracking.
When Prince came to the Tigers, everybody was in the uproar and all the hype, and it's a wrap. We're going all the way. And I said
Wait a minute. Longhorn. Backtrack. When who came to the Tigers?
Prince.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about Purple Rain.
I was wondering you mad why he stopped him too. I'm like, why did he stop him? He said that right there. He said Prince Fielder.
I
thought he was talking about the purple one.
Little red Corvette.
I was about to say, did he say the artist probably know this Prince? I thought he said Prince Fielder. I'm about to say, okay.
We talking about baseball.
Yeah, we talking about baseball, not music.
You know what it is people used to last name like Michael Jordan, Prince Fielder. So you say somebody like, when Michael came to the Bulls, Michael, what's Michael you talking about? Well, how many Michaels you know on the Bulls? So anyway.
His Longhorn throwing up.
Yeah, I think the Tigers, I think it's going to be, as the fans will say, next year.
Next year?
Next year.
They got to get that bullpen together.
And they need some pitching. If you can't strike nobody out and they rocking the stadium with you, it's just like having a quarterback who doesn't have a line to block for you. If you got a line to block for you, you can throw all types of touchdowns and option plays and the whole 9 yards. So,
all right, let's get up out of here. DC, give me your final thoughts.
Happy Halloween, everybody, for yesterday.
Halloween is over, man.
Man, we wasn't on the air yesterday, so everybody who had a happy Halloween yesterday. Congrats.
Hey, Will. We know DC going to get something that 75% off candy. Try to give it out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find me a little kid and get some candy. Believe that.
Okay, keep that to yourself now. All right, now.
I mean, I ain't gonna rob him.
Keep that to yourself.
I ain't gonna rob him.
I ain't gonna want to know nothing about that. Go ahead, Longhorn, so he can go get his candy.
I think, what's up, Detroit? Detroit is on the rebound. Businesses are starting to boom down up there. And go ahead, Lions, 11-5. Watch it, and I'm gonna tweet it.
All right, check this out. We're here every Saturday, 3 p.m. If you missed anything, go to DetroitSportsJersey.com. We're going to give away some prizes next week. I just want to announce that. And I want to echo what a caller said earlier. People, get out and vote next Tuesday.
Very important.
Vote.
November the 4th. Polls open up at 7 a.m. Get out, 7 a.m. Get out and vote.
If you don't vote, don't say nothing.
There
you go.
We outie.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining Longhorn every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great weekend.